On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Do you ever wonder why some people seem to enroll customers, clients, and business partners with ease, never having an issue, never facing objections, and yet you are getting faced with no, 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 no? Well, if that is your problem, then you're going to want to stick around for this video because today I am going to give you 12 tips to help you close more people into your business. And because it's the holiday season, I'm calling this the 12 days of closing. So if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Lindsay Sewell, and I help you to stand out online and to create a culture and a community of raving fans and customers so that you can close more sales, so that you can enroll more of your ideal clients, and you can make sales to those people over and over and over again. And here in this channel, I share with you all of the tips, the strategies, and the mindset to help you do that. And I uncover some of the ugly truths of the industry and why things aren't working for most people. So today, we're about to hop into the 12 tips of closing. So, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. No, actually, scratch that. We're not singing that song, but I know it's the holidays and I get a little goofy around the holidays. So, number one, no fake excitement. You don't want to be overly hypey, overly excited, overly promising results that aren't true. Nobody wants that, and the market is getting smarter in 2021, and they're just not going to fall for that. So don't fake your excitement. You can be genuinely enthusiastic about what you sell, but don't get salesy and spammy and hypey and be overly excited about what it is that you have. Number two, please, 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 drop the pitch. Nobody wants to feel that they're being sold to. Think about all the jokes out there about used car salesmen. Do you want to be the used car salesman of the internet? Or would you rather be somebody who helps people figure out if you can solve their problems for them and offers them a nice solution? People love to have their problems solved, but the minute they feel that you are trying to sell them, they're going to put up their resistance. So drop the pitch, get curious about people, talk more about their crabgrass, meaning their pains and their problems, than your solution. Most people are far more likely to avoid pain than they are to seek out pleasure. And when you can talk about people's pains, you don't have to pitch anyone. You just become the natural solution to their problems. Number three, and this goes right along with number two with pitching and being salesy and spammy, don't try to convince anyone. You're not going to be able to convince people. Even the best salespeople in the world, when they convince somebody and they don't really actually want to buy it, that's when you get the people who are returning. That's when you get the refunders, and that's when you get the people who are regretting their purchase or regretting joining your business the next day. You don't want to be in the business of convincing people. You want to be in the business of attracting the people to you who are already interested in what it is that you have to offer. Number four, make it about them, not you. If you've ever heard the phrase, what's in it for them, then you're on the right track. Most people are selfish by nature in the sense that they don't care about you and your amazing products and where it's sourced and how many awards or patents it's won. What they care about is what's in it for them. How is what you have going to help them to alleviate their pains, to solve their problems, to create a better life and future for them? When you stop thinking so much about yourself and what's in it for them, your business will change. Number five, you want to, when you're thinking about what's in it for them, get inside their shoes. As I mentioned before, talking about your crabgrass, your neighbor's crabgrass, rather than your weed killer, is getting in their shoes. If you have a solution for their aches and pains, you don't want to talk about all of the different complicated ingredients that your product has. You want to talk about their pains. You want to talk about the things that they can't do. You want to talk about what they are missing out on in their life. Because once you get inside their shoes, once you understand the story that's already going on inside their head, they are naturally going to want to buy your product to solve that problem. Number 6, speak to them so that they come to their own conclusion and they close themselves. My mentor said before, the best prospect is a safe prospect, and the safest prospect is the one that closes themselves. You want to be having a conversation with them where you're asking them more questions than you're doing talking, where you are getting them to tell you why basically they convince themselves that they need this product. You want them to talk themselves into it. Number 7, no isn't necessarily a bad thing right now. Leave the door open for later. So you don't know when somebody is going to be ready. Maybe they would love to join your team, or maybe they would love to buy your product, but the timing isn't right for them to invest in a business, or they don't have the money at this moment for the products. Maybe next month something changes. Leave the door open. If you never follow up with people, if you never leave the door open for them to have a way to communicate and let you know if they change their mind later, you are leaving tons of money on the table. And if you need to know how to follow up with people in a very, very effective way, you're going to want to check out this video afterwards on why you should be building an email list, because email is one of the most effective ways to follow up with your prospects, with your audience in a very non-threatening way, so they are able to take you up on the offers that you have when they become ready, when their timing is right. Number 8, go deep with them and speak to them like a friend. You don't want to have surface conversations with people that you're going to be going into business with. You want to really find out what their pains are, what their needs are, what kind of solutions they're looking for their problems. Because when you go deep with them, you're going to honestly know, and this is the ethical part of building a business, you need to look at what you have and decide whether or not you truly, honestly believe that what you have can help them and solve their problems. And this is why it's so important to go deep with people and really understand them. And if it's not you, the flip side is to refer them out to somebody else who might be able to help them, or to offer them something else that could help them instead of what you have. Not everyone is going to be a perfect fit for your product. Not everyone is going to be a perfect fit for your business. And if you get comfortable knowing that, you won't have to close people who don't want to join you in your business or become your customers. You're going to find out who needs what you have, and you're going to let the others go on with their life. Number 9, when you do identify those struggles, those challenges, those deep-seated pains that this person wants to solve, then you want to help them project how their future could be different working with you if you are the right fit. If you're a coach and you truly believe that you have the tools, the systems, the skills to help them reach their goals and their dreams and their desires, then you want to help them project into the future of what life could look like for them when they are on the other side of their pain right now, their challenges, their struggles, what life could look like working with you. If you believe that your business opportunity is a great fit for this person, what will life look like for them when they become part of your team, when they start to run the business as well? What is the future happy ending and outcome for them if they decide to partner with you? Help them to project themselves into that future. But number 10, make sure that when you're having this conversation with them, it's a two-way dialogue. You want them to feel heard and understood. You don't ever want to be talking at someone with a megaphone. Like you're watching this video, I'm talking at you. You don't want that to happen during your one-on-one conversations with people. You want it to feel like a back and forth dialogue. You want to be listening to their pains, maybe even take down a couple notes if you're on the phone with them. Make sure that they understand that you're really hearing what it is they have to say and not just waiting to speak so that you can share your business opportunity or your coaching plan or your products with them. If they're just thinking that all you're doing is closing your mouth long enough so that you can start talking again, they're not going to feel seen. They're not going to feel heard. They're not going to feel cared about. They're not going to trust you, and they're not going to want to buy from you or work with you. So make sure that when you're having these conversations, this is truly a two-way dialogue where you are showing people that you're listening and that you care. Number 11. Now this may sound obvious and this might be hard in the beginning because you may get this question right off the bat. So what's the cost? So what's the cost? So how much is this going to cost me? When you hear that question right away, you know that this person feels like they're just being sold to. You know that this person is trying to actually come up with a reason in their mind not to listen to you and not to buy from you. So I like to tell people that we're going to talk about the cost later because I have to get to know them first and ask them a couple questions to decide whether or not what I have is even a fit to offer them. And because in my business, we have different levels and different price points, I'm not going to necessarily just go ahead and offer the highest price package to every single person. I want them to understand that they're an individual in this. And I don't just try to bring everyone into my business with the highest ticket offer. I actually care about what I think would be best for them. And I have to get to know them first and see if they're even a fit for it before I make that offer. So if you can, you're going to want to make sure that you talk about the cost later. It really shouldn't even matter what the cost is until you have a conversation to figure out if you are in fact a good fit to work together. And number 12 on the 12th day of Christmas. All right, enough. I know it's getting a little ridiculous. So the 12th one is something called a feedback loop. Basically, that means if people start to go off in a totally different direction, they start to think about other reasons and excuses why they can't do something, or they start to take the conversation away from what you're trying to accomplish, then you want to make sure that you bring back the questions with open feedback loops that are going to get them back into your conversation of figuring out whether or not your business, your product, or your coaching package, whatever it is you sell, is a good fit for them. And you want to ask them questions that they could actually honestly answer yes to. So if you believe that what you have is a good fit for them, you want to get some micro commitments from them. If you get people to give you a micro commitment over and over and over again, they're much more likely to say yes to you when you make your final offer. But this should only happen after you go through all of the other steps and you realize whether or not this person is a good fit for your business. Please use this ethically. Don't take the advice that I'm giving you here and try to convince, try to pitch, try to enroll people in something that isn't a good fit for them. But if it truly is, and you know that you can help them, getting them to say yes to micro commitments may help them to build their confidence that they can actually either enroll in the business opportunity with you, or that they can actually get results with the products that you have, or they can actually create the desired result that they want with your coaching package. So I hope this was valuable for you today. I give a lot more of this kind of information on my email newsletter. So if you never want to miss out on these types of marketing and mindset messages and strategies, then go ahead and click the link below and hop on my email newsletter, and I will see you in the next video.